In our daily lives, we all encounter people who seem to drain our energy. It's as if after spending time with them, we feel exhausted, agitated, or unsettled. But why does this happen? And more importantly, how do we defend ourselves? Stoic wisdom offers profound insights into these challenges, guiding us not only to understand why our peace is disturbed, but how to build a mind that is impenetrable to such influences. Let's explore how we can apply Stoic principles to navigate these situations and maintain our tranquility. For the Stoic, the first principle is this: no one can drain your energy without your permission. As Epictetus taught, it is not things that disturb us, but our judgments about things. People who spread negativity, deceit, or irrationality are merely external events. Our disturbance comes from the moment we assent to their negativity, the moment we let their chaos breach our inner citadel. This is not to say we should avoid people who are struggling. The Stoics taught us to fulfill our duties to others, but it is essential to recognize when another's lack of virtue is affecting our own reason, so we can take the necessary steps to protect our well-being. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, "The mind is the ruler of the soul. It should remain unstained by the passions of the flesh, and it must not allow itself to be distracted by the outside world." When we interact with irrational or negative individuals, we often absorb their emotional turmoil. This happens because we make a fundamental error. We attach our own peace to their emotional state. We become angry at their anger, anxious about their anxiety. We lose our center and become overwhelmed by passions that are not our own. By practicing prosophy, constant attention, we can become aware of these emotional shifts in real time. This self-awareness allows us to notice when we are being influenced. Once we recognize it, we can step back, breathe, and reassert command over our own mind. Stoic teachings identify the root of all inner turmoil, not as poisons, but as vice, the absence of virtue. People who disturb our peace often embody one or more of these vices: a lack of wisdom, a lack of justice, a lack of courage, or a lack of temperance. Their insatiable desire for attention, their bitterness, their inability to see things clearly. These are symptoms of a mind not in accordance with nature. When we encounter such individuals, we may feel manipulated or exhausted. However, the Stoics teach us that their vice, like all externals, is not our own. We do not have to let it consume us. By practicing rational detachment, we can interact with these individuals, fulfilling our duty, but we do not need to take on their faulty judgments or let their irrationality overwhelm us. Recognizing their vice for what it is, an error in their own thinking, allows us to disengage without anger, preserving our own peace. One of the most essential Stoic practices is the dichotomy of control. Detachment does not mean being cold or indifferent. It means rationally distinguishing between what is in our control and what is not. Other people's emotional states are not in our control. Our response to them is. Setting healthy boundaries is a supreme act of reason. When we encounter people who disturb our peace, we can respond with clarity about our limits. We can say no when necessary, without guilt, and protect our emotional and mental space. This is an act of justice to oneself. As Seneca wrote, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." If we give our energy to every passing storm, we have none left to cultivate our own garden. The Stoics also understood the importance of choosing our company wisely. As Seneca advised, associate with people who are likely to improve you. We must seek out individuals who nourish our reason and help us stay focused on our growth in virtue. By cultivating relationships with rational, uplifting people, we create a supportive environment that makes it easier to guard against negative influences. When we must encounter those who disturb us, The Stoic teachings on reason provide a powerful guide. We can approach them with a kind of philosophical pity, understanding that their behavior stems from their own ignorance and faulty judgments. But we do not need to allow their errors to become our own. Responding with calm reason, without attachment to their irrational emotions, allows us to maintain our peace. This is a practice of emotional discipline. It keeps us rooted in our inner citadel. Remember, reacting to someone's negativity with our own anger or frustration is to surrender our reason. As Marcus Aurelius put it, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. By staying calm, detached, and rational, we protect our energy and our peace. Stoic wisdom teaches us that we have absolute power over our own inner world. The people we meet and the energy they bring are merely external data. How we respond is everything. By practicing mindfulness, setting rational boundaries, and choosing our associations wisely, we can protect our tranquility. Reflect on your own relationships. Are there people in your life whose irrationality disturbs your peace? What boundaries can you set as an act of reason to protect yourself while still fulfilling your duties? If you found this video helpful, take a moment to reflect on how you can apply these Stoic principles to your own life. Subscribe to our channel for more wisdom and insights on how to fortify your mind and live a balanced, rational life.